There's a line in the Velveteen Rabbit that has stayed with me for years. Real isn't how you are made. It's a thing that happens to you. Something about those words so honest and so tender that each time I hear them, I find myself slowing down and remembering who I truly am. Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome back to Conscious Pathways. Today we begin a new arc, one that has lived quietly in so many of our childhoods, waiting patiently for us to return when our hearts were ready. The Velveteen Rabbit is, at its core, a story about awakening through love, not the grand, cinematic kind, but the everyday kind, the gentle touch of being seen, held, understood, and ultimately transformed. This is a story about becoming real, and how the journey of awakening often begins not with lightning, not with revelation, but with a whisper, a soft recognition, I am more than I believe to be. When we meet the rabbit, he is new, longing to matter in a nursery filled with flashery toys. He doesn't yet know his worth. He doesn't know he is enough. And like many of us, he believes he must earn his place in the world. But the skin horse, the wise elder, knows better. He's lived long and loved deeply, and he tells the rabbit the truth. Real isn't how you are made. It happens when a child loves you for a long, long time. Then you become real. This is the heart of our journey today, because awakening is very often a process of being loved into ourselves. Loved by life, loved by others, loved by the world, and loved by something deeper than anything we can name. And sometimes, maybe most times, we don't even realize it's happening until we look back and notice how much softer we've become and how much more open, how much more real.
Hi, I'm Dennis. When Chris and I were talking about this arc, something struck me. In Rip Van Winkle, awakening came through shock. In Sleepy Hollow, through shadow. In the Velveteen Rabbit, awakening comes through love. Patient, unconditional, persistent love. It is a reminder that not all transformations are turbulent. Some unfold quietly in the background, in the simple, everyday moments where our hearts are touched. Often, we do not realize we've changed until someone looks at us and sees it first.
The rabbit becomes real, not because he was the shiniest or the newest or the most impressive. He becomes real because he allowed himself to love and be loved. And that's what makes this story so timeless. Every one of us, every child, every adult, every soul yearns to be held in a way that allows our truest self to emerge. This is the magic at the center of this arc. Love as the quiet alchemy that turns the ordinary into the sacred. Not a fairy tale potion, not a dramatic rite of passage, but a steady, enduring presence that shapes us from within.
As we enter this series, I want to offer you a thought. What if becoming real is not something we achieve, but something we allow? What if awakening is less about striving and more about softening? What if the parts of us we judge as not enough are simply waiting to be held, the way the rabbit was held, with patience, tenderness, and love? Sometimes the most profound spiritual work is simply letting ourselves be loved exactly as we are.
Over the next few episodes, we'll explore the deeper layers of this story: identity, belonging, loss, renewal, all through the tender metaphor of becoming real. But for today, I want to leave you with this. Realness is a felt experience, a warmth in the chest, a loosening in the shoulders, a quiet knowing that I am safe to be myself here. That's where awakening truly begins. In our next episode, we'll step into the nursery with the rabbit and revisit that very first moment when the possibility of becoming real was whispered to him. It's a moment of innocence and longing and a little ache we all recognize.
Because every awakening begins with a question, could I be more than this?
Thank you for being here with us for this new beginning.
If this message resonates with you, we love for you to follow the podcast and walk this path with us.
Until next time, you are already on your way to becoming real.